prove that the 50 gun ship works and is viable first for a number of reasons: performance, player count, NPC count, complexity, and all of that stuff. And then if the 50 gun is fine, then we would look to expand. But until we test that won't be 50 gun ship, that won't be on the plans. And is if there isn't loot boxes and ship skins, I don't want it. Well, there won't be loot boxes; those are illegal in the EU. But there will be sort of ship skins, I guess. You can choose what figurehead and paint colors you have and stuff. There's a lot of questions coming in now. I'm trying to also keep an eye on the time as well, because I need to, or not the time, the total, because I need to update the page if it goes over. What is with armor? I mean, you can't penetrate a 438 with 6-pound cannons. I mean, yeah, that would just be baked basically into the statistics of the ship and the guns. But it's not impossible, depending on the firing angle and various other things. You know, there's always a chance that something could find its way through. Maybe not straight through the hull, but, you know, through a gun port or something. How many players do you need to command the 50 gun? We don't know yet. We're going to figure out all those numbers in testing. Do you have an area in Discord where streamers and content creators can network? Not yet, but that sounds like a cool idea. We'll look into that. Oh, they are legal, okay. Well, still. Loot boxes suck. So, you know, we won't be doing those. Will there be some sort of observer mode for Arena? Yeah, I think, again, you know, maybe not literally version 1, but we've got some cool plans for spectator modes and, like, content creator stuff as well. There's some wild questions in here, guys. Will there be an admin dev exclusive ship? Probably not. That's a lot of work for something so little used. We might come up with a fun, like, livery or figurehead that we you know, use, or flags that we fly, so that you know it's us. Someone asked about mutiny. Can we mutiny against our captain? Players can't mutiny against other players. It would just be really annoying and abused pretty much constantly. But NPC crew can, or again, at some point in the future, yes, the plan is that NPC crew will be able to mutiny against you. But you're going to have to treat them really, really bad for that to happen. Will the money system be like Sea of Thieves, where everything is only cosmetic, or will it be a progression system? In Arena, it's a progression system. So I guess kind of like Sea of Thieves in a way, because the only things you unlock are cosmetics. But in the open world, it's much more about completing missions and capturing things and that kind of stuff. What's the lowest rank and what's the highest rank? Everyone starts as a midshipman, or the nation equivalent. And at the moment, the plan is the highest rank would be just a regular post captain. So maybe one day we'll expand to admirals and various other ranks. But for the moment, we're just focused on the sort of more small scale combat. J.A. Blue Water, yeah. You are definitely after my own heart with that question. Yeah, those areas are things I really want to explore, especially dynamic weather and terrain influence, wind shadows, that kind of thing. Again, always adding the caveat of probably not straight away, but at some point. I'm missing questions. Sorry, guys. It's not intentional, I promise. Well, there is one question I'm avoiding. You can guess which question that might be. But the others are... yeah, the others are... I'm trying to read them. Are we also rebuilding Nassau? Eventually, yeah. That would be the plan. The idea is to really recreate as many ports as we can. It's going to take a long time, of course, but we'll add them as we go. 23 minutes. I think it might be a stretch to reach the 550. That would be so cool if we could. Not to sound greedy at all. It's not really about the money. That it's just the round number. It just looks nice. How about Port Royal? Don't forget the earthquake. Well, the earthquake happened before. So the earthquake happened in 1692 or 1693. I forget the exact year. And the version of Port Royal that you see in our videos is the rebuilt version, where the sunken part of the city is actually still partially visible under the water and possible to run yourself up on if you're not careful. Will the AI or ourselves be able to repair directly some parts of the ship? Repairs is a really challenging area because a lot of the interior of the ship isn't accessible like it is in other games. So we're about to go over 548. That'll be cool. So yeah, still figuring that out. At the moment, the sort of backup option is that your crew will just spend time repairing based on your orders and your schedule, and then they will carry that out over time. And there will be a certain kind of damage that you can repair at sea and a certain kind of damage you can't. Yeah, I'm hoping an MVP comes in and just goes, here's the rest. That would be cool. What is your favorite city or port? Well, Port Royal is my favorite right now because it's the only one we have. But if it was choosing the favorite I want to create as part of the project, I really want us to look at Havana. Havana is just awesome. I'm not going to answer that question. Oh my god, too many questions at once. 20 minutes to go. Another reminder, guys, please do consider that although I'm answering all these questions, I'm very hyper aware of the fact that I am the most sort of visible person in the team on the Discord. But this is a huge group effort, so again, thank you to everyone. I'm not sure if anyone wants to join in on the voice. Don't feel pressure, guys. If I'm talking about the team, of course. We can't have all you scallywags joining, otherwise it would be an absolute chaotic mess. But yeah, if any of you did want to join in, just send me a private message and I'll see that. 5,100 backers with 20 minutes to go. Oh wow, we just went up a large amount there. 548,829. It's actually doable. Which one of you is going to be the what is it? Lisan Al Gaib and donate the last 1.2. Is that how much we need? Yeah, 1.2. I probably won't be able to post the update, so because it'll crash my PC. So I will just not update the little graphic, which I know is heresy, but there it is. How will becoming a privateer work? Can you just start as one, or is there a process? It'll probably be one of the easier careers to start, I imagine, because it doesn't really require... I guess you kind of need some reputation, right, to build up that rapport with someone that would hire you as a privateer, but or commission you rather. But it will probably be easier than just jumping straight in the Navy. Or rather, easier than progressing up the ranks of the Navy initially. But that's so far away, like, it could change. Yeah, that's true. Well, Maxime, you raise a good point. There is a good possibility that this number won't be what we actually see, because Kickstarter has told us that there's sometimes even up to 5 to 10% cancellation rate with when the final pledges go through. So hopefully that doesn't happen. The 20% loss to tax is already a big enough hit, but you know, things happen, so we'll see. How often will people be able to nation swip? Swip? How long? How many? I can't even speak. How often will people be able to swap nations or switch nations? Good question. I don't actually really know the answer to that one. We have spoken about that before. I'm sure if you search, you could find the discussion. To me, it needs to be rare enough that people feel a certain degree of reliance on the nation they're in, and frequent enough that you don't feel like you're stuck in a nation you don't want to play as. That's a very wishy-washy answer. I apologize. Yeah, there will be gameplay footage. I don't want to say soon as in like in the next couple of weeks. That's too soon, but certainly over the next couple of months, we'll be showing some progress there. Is there a priority of ports you're hoping to model? Oh, we did it! Hey, that's awesome! Haha, very cool, guys. That's super cool. That's a very surreal number to look at. Now, don't cancel. Because if you take us back below 550, it's not cool. That's really cool, guys. Thank you very much. Very crazy. 15 minutes left as well. I don't think we'll be reaching the next stretch goal in 15 minutes, but I mean, I've been wrong every time I've said every previous milestone, so who knows? Maybe, I don't know, Jeff Bezos joins the stream or something. I think you can technically donate however much you like, because you can set a different donation level than what the tier is. So maybe if a really famous person comes along with loads of money, they can put us up by 50k. That might just be a little bit unrealistic. Yeah, I mean, that's an incredible number, guys. Hard to understate, overstate, which is the way around I'm meaning. The significance of that. You know, we were really worried about hitting the go button and reaching our goal. A lot of people have asked why the goal was so low, and there's a few reasons for that. Sadly, Kickstarter really encourages a low number because if you reach the number quickly, you get boosted in the algorithms. But it was also just a situation of we were kind of expecting to continue to volunteer, to be honest, and just have a little bit of money on the side to help. So, yeah, this number is a sort of different level of support to what we were expecting, I think. It's certainly surpassed any expectations we've had. No worries, Tim. I can't really look at my DMs at the moment. They are an absolute dumpster fire. So I will probably try and catch up with those at some point. A nice dumpster fire. It's all very lovely messages. It's just I can't get through them all. You're going to add other games like checkers? Well, we've already kind of explored the idea of chess and cards. I don't think checkers is that out of the question, but we'll see. Liar's dice, that sort of thing, yeah. Would be fun, certainly would help pass the time. I think strip poker might be ahistorical. "13 minutes, wow. I can remember when we were 13 minutes before pressing the button. I've told this story already a few times, but yeah, that was a stressful time. The video wouldn't upload, and the Future Game Show was running, and we were counting down to our debut on the show, and I couldn't hit the upload button; it would keep cancelling out, and I literally broke down because I couldn't get it to work in the last 10 minutes of the countdown, and that was one of the most stressful times. But the next day we hit the goal in 21 hours, so that certainly made up for it. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too close to 550 to guarantee that's going to stay. When Kickstarter ending? 11 minutes, but it will continue. So to answer your question, not now. Will I cancel stretch goals, or will we cancel stretch goals if we have cancellation? No. The stretch goals are already kind of what we're planning to do anyway. It's just if we reach them, it makes it easier. So it might take us longer to get to the stretch goals that we've unlocked if there is cancellations, but we'll just keep going anyway. There's some weird questions. Let's not ask those questions, guys. Come on. "10 minutes remain." Wow. I missed the opportunity. I could have had the main trailer playing for the last 19 minutes of the countdown. Will ships sink in different ways depending on where it's hit? Yep, for sure, but sinking a ship is going to be very hard. Wood likes to float, so... And also, you don't really want to sink ships, you want to capture them. I know you mentioned dynamic weather. Will we... I can't scroll up fast enough to read that. Will that be able to sort of keep ships stuck in port due to unfavorable winds? Probably not keep you stuck in port, because I think that would just get annoying. Maybe the first time you're like, oh, this is cool, okay, I'll do something else. 10 minutes later, you're going to want to be doing something. So I think maybe there's like a debuff or something if you leave port during a heavy storm, but probably not stop you completely. I think that might just be one step too far. Pay to win elements in Ahoy? Absolutely not. Pay to win. I would rather cancel the Kickstarter right now than add pay to win to Ahoy. So I hope that answers your question. Will siege mode include the possibility to just freaking spam shore bombardment from your ship on a fortress just because it's cool? I mean, why not? You might not get anywhere with that, but there's nothing stopping you, I suppose. Will there be Marines? Will there be Marines on board ships? Maybe. Yes, probably, but we need to figure out how that works. That's something that isn't really within the bounds of the current plans, but it would be very nice to include them. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Massive congrats. Thank you very much. Yep, massive congrats to the whole team indeed. Yeah, it's been a whole thing to get us to this point, and it will be a whole nother thing to get to the next. But it's so nice to have such a supportive community. Yeah, I think there's almost 8,000 people or almost 9,000 people now. So we've tripled the amount of people in the Discord. Crazy. 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes. Someone cancelled. I saw that 1,200 and it went back down again. You cheeky scallywags. What will the open world aspect look like and how will time progress? Time progression is something that we had a while back. I believe that's still in the FAQ. We're not so sure about that. I think it introduces more problems than it really adds features. Time progression will probably exist on a yearly basis, so you'll have seasons and changes. It would be kind of like a forever looping 1780, basically. How long will it take to sail from one place to another? That's likely to change. We're aiming for a decent amount of time to sail across the map, but not too long to sail between ports. In other words, you should be able to go for a long voyage, but you shouldn't have to every time you play. 6 minutes. Are the late pledge rewards the same as when I pledge now? Yes, but there is one key caveat, and that's very important to say, actually, so thank you. There's only 6 minutes left, so not long. But basically, the only difference between late pledges and pledges within the next 6 minutes is if you pledge within the next 6 minutes, you get a Steam or Epic Games Store key. But if you pledge after the next 6 minutes, you will get an Ahoy launcher key. So you won't be able to access Arena through Steam or Epic Games Store, but you will still play with everyone else the same. It doesn't matter what where you access the game. It's just, sadly, Steam stop us from selling keys like that after the 30 days. Someone can probably put a link in to explain, to send it to the Steam page to explain why that is, but yeah. So you've got 5 minutes if you want Steam keys. Of course, when the game does launch on Steam, you can buy it there, but at least from today until Arena launches, there won't be any Steam keys available. Unless Steam come to us and just give us loads of keys, but it seems like it's their limit. It's their rule. Any interest in the topic of scurvy? Not personally. I don't really fancy scurvy, but scurvy will definitely be a component of your crew health. I scrolled up and I forgot to scroll down. Let me go back to the latest questions. Sorry if I missed anything. Will the ship movements in Ahoy be realistic and slow like real life, or the speed and turning be adjusted? The speeds will be very, very slightly faster, but not in a way that you should be able to notice. Obviously, we want to try and reduce the travel times where we can. Yeah. It shouldn't be speedboats, that's for sure. You should get a notification depending on what happens to your pledge. You probably all will get an email. I don't really know. It's been so long since I've supported a Kickstarter campaign myself. The last one I did was Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, yeah, I'm not sure how it works now, but I think you get an email just saying, hey, it's time to pay up. I guess. Hey, second lieutenant. Nice one. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. So keys in our back offers are not Steam, right? Well, anything you purchase in the next 3 minutes and before will be Steam, but anything after that time will be not Steam. You can still choose not to pick Steam if you do buy within the time. You can choose Epic or the Ahoy launcher if you prefer, but yeah. We haven't had a call from Chris Roberts, I'm afraid. We got a lovely message from Daniel Vavra. My bad. I do that every time, and that was very nice to hear from someone who inspired the project in a way. You know, the Kingdom Come project is definitely an inspiration for us. 2 minutes, and we are £2,000 over the 550. That's pretty amazing. It is really the final countdown now. Well, everyone, it has been an absolute honor and a privilege to take the project to this level. I'm now booking a flight to the Cayman Islands, and I will see you. I'm just kidding. No, couldn't resist. Yeah, absolutely amazing, guys. I'm so thankful, and the team is so thankful for support. You really are making dreams come true, and yeah, you know, we've wanted this for a long time. You guys have wanted this for a long time, and in the next 120 seconds, I just have to continually say thank you, basically. Yeah, our wildest dreams couldn't have imagined this, so we're so grateful. The work really does begin now. Yeah, for sure. "84 seconds, 83. There is an actual countdown. That's pretty cool, yeah. Wow, it's still going up. Thank you, everyone, so much. It's very humbling, for sure. "54 seconds. 50 seconds. Goodness me. Yeah, this thing is arguably 15 years in the making. My brother and I imagined this game way back when we were young, and it only took 15 years to get to the point where I felt like I was able to start the project. And yeah, and then this amazing team built around it. So the last 5 seconds, just thank you so much, everyone. This is incredible. And yeah, we just want to do you proud and deliver on all those promises. There we are. Hey, look at that. That's cool. I even added fireworks on the page. Fantastic. 5,123 backers pledged £552,000. If that is not a vote of confidence in a historical Age of Sail game, I don't know what is. There we are. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a very long and happy journey. And yeah, I just want to again thank the team and thank everyone that supported us and shared the project, donated, of course. You know, incredible that people put their confidence in us. Yeah, very overwhelming, but also very humbling as well. So we are going to get on with the job at hand, and that's it really. Sea Trials, Q1 2026. Arena, Q4 2026. I'm sure there may be some delays. I'm sorry, but we'll do our best to get it to you as quickly as possible. And the main thing for us is just we want to give you something of quality. You know, the main thing is getting it there to you in a way that is fun and enjoyable. If we have to take a bit more time, we will, and that's always been our mandate, but or mantra rather. But yeah, you have given us a good mandate for that methodology and that dedication to detail. And yeah, no, I'm still not. We're still not promising the open world. I'm sorry, but not even in the Q2 21st. We'll get there when we get there. There we are. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. Yeah, I know that a lot of the team are in here listening, so thank you guys so much. And yeah, the job is ahead of us now. That's it. We've got to get on with it. I don't know what happens now with this page. I'm interested to refresh it. Maybe do that on a different tab, just in case it gives us a bunch of information we were not expecting. Yeah, that's fine. It just gives you a little thing that says late pledges. Yep. And it still goes up. Look at that. Goodness me. We definitely did do it. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, so the Grenadines, I've got to update the post, but the Grenadines are a beautiful place and one I'd love to visit in real life. But I'm very excited that we managed to reach that goal. The next stretch goal is... okay, forgive me, I haven't updated the post, I've been a bit busy. But the arena dueling mode, which is quite exciting too. So the idea is that you'll be able to two one-on-one duels. If you've played like Chivalry or Mordhau or other games like that, there's been a lot of community server support for something like that, where you can sort of pick someone and then fight them to the death. And that's kind of the same vibe here, except it's kind of like a full game mode. Yep, the stretch goals will continue. So it is absolutely possible that we can reach the 750. Why are we not teaming up with Sega or something else? I used to work at Sega. Wonderful company, lovely people, but we want to stay independent and do our own thing. How long is the late pledges? That's a very good point, Maxime. It's at least 30 days, and then I think we can choose when to end it, and we will likely choose to end it when the website enables people to support. Will we be providing recommended system specs? Yes. Not right away. It's going to take a while for us to sort of trial and error that and figure out what is viable. We've got a good range of specs in the team and old computers as well, so or older computers, so we can definitely test a wide range, and then we'll sort of see where it sits. We're having one issue with optimization with trees at the moment, and so we may end up actually just providing an option to turn off trees in the very first as a way to, reduce the impact. There's a lot of new tech that Epic are releasing regarding trees, but we don't have that available quite yet, so that might be a good workaround for the time being. Yeah, just set it in autumn. Yeah, optimization is definitely a focus, especially now. We've got to make sure that the release is pretty solid. It's never going to be the best in the first versions, of course, because we can only test on the hardware we have. But as things go, we'll always improve that. Yes, nanite for sure. Yeah, we're definitely using nanite. When will rewards be delivered? So we have to wait until we can send out a survey And so the survey is sent out through Kickstarter. And when that survey is sent, you guys will have to provide us with your ahoy.gg usernames. And then when we have those and the surveys have been answered, we will start the very laborious manual process of assigning you all of your rewards to your account. Now, of course, not all rewards are equal, and some will come sooner than others. The keys, for example, we have to wait for Steam and Epic to give us those before we can give them to you. So that could be a while. Equally, the wallpapers and stuff, that's probably going to be quite soon, but it's only as soon as we can get the rewards assigned to your account. Hey, nice, you got an email. Awesome. I didn't know Kickstarter had a dark mode, and it really annoys me because I made all of the images for like a white background. And when I found out it had a dark mode, if someone has already backed and then upgrades now the campaign has ended, will they still get a Steam key? Yes. I want to say yes, because we'll know when you originally pledged. We'll figure that out. This is all new to us as well, so you'll have to bear with us a little bit as we figure this process out. Oh, no, absolutely not. The game won't be anti-French. We've got French developers on the team, and there are a few of the team that are anti-French. Not really, but yeah, there's a wide range of people on the team. Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much. How on earth are we guys gonna help 5k people with different needs? Yeah, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. There are no automated systems for it, so that's gonna be fun. You'll just have to bear with us, I think. Why do you want to keep independent? Have you seen the state of the games industry recently? Publishers shutting down developers, developers getting rid of developers, games getting cancelled. Yeah, we are wanting to stay independent and in control of our own destiny. As cheesy as that sounds. The trees will be 3D. They will be 3D. 3D trees. Sonic and Tails be playable characters? Probably not. Right, folks, I think I'm going to have to call it there. It's 10 p.m. and I've been up since about 4 or 5 a.m. I can't quite remember when. I just thank you so much, honestly. We're so grateful, and we want to do right by everyone. We've been exactly where you are and waiting for the game to... We decided to do it ourselves, and the support has been incredible. Yeah, so again, please make your thanks to the team. It isn't just a one-man show by any means. There's a lot of talented people behind the project. And yeah, as ever, yours sincerely, the Capstan team. We aim to please, and yeah, we hope to deliver on everything that we've set out with the Kickstarter campaign. If you have any problems with pledges or cancellations or anything like that, first of all, you may want to contact Kickstarter themselves, because it might be their fault or something that we can't solve, certainly when it's payment issues. But if there's anything else, then please do go to the server, and you can set up a ticket. Please not all at once. And if that still doesn't work, or you're failing to get a response, please just bear with us a little bit. It's going to be a busy, hectic time, but you can also send us an email. I won't post the email address. Go and find it. It won't be hard to find, but I don't want people to spam it. Yeah, and I'm going to go and update that post before I go to bed. So thank you, everyone. Thank you from the whole team. and thank you for the whole team. And we will see you soon. I'll let the music play out because Maxime likes when I time it correctly. Although I don't know how long this song is, so that might